No, I won't stop.
What's up guys, welcome back to another video, and today, as you can see, a beta has dropped 1.7.0.2. That's pretty cool. So I'm going to go over all of the new features and changes and the bug fixes in this video. So if you guys enjoy, make sure you go ahead, slap a like, and turn on notifications if you haven't already. So the first feature that was added in 1.7 is basic scoreboard functionality, which is pretty awesome. So more scoreboard features will be coming in the later release. You can now eat food in creative and peaceful, and there's also a new command which is /game rule. Command block enabled, added, so not exactly sure what that means, but still a pretty cool feature. Now for the changes, basically it says mentions of players' names are now highlighted yellow in the chat. So it also says typing @ in chat will show an autocomplete list of players' names, and they also made it easier to find purchase content, search, and to go home from the top of the marketplace screen. So let's go ahead and press play and create new. So the thing is to actually kind of even use the commands for the scoreboard, which I actually don't know how to use properly. Basically you have to scroll down here and actually turn on the experimental gameplay, or else the commands is not going to work. So let's press create and kind of just play around, because it says you can now eat food in creative and peaceful. So I kind of want to try that out. So let's just get, say, some cooked meat. So maybe some cooked chicken. And look, you can actually eat in creative. That's so weird. Like, I don't really understand what's the point of it, but I mean, I guess it's pretty cool. We can eat in creative. Check this out. That's so cool. And also if we go into, whoa, what is with my hands? Is my hand going to be all messed up? There we go, we fixed it. Okay, that's a little bit strange. It's kind of like when you ride a horse and you get off it, your arm is all weird. So one of the new commands is basically /game rule and then command block. Okay, yeah, as you can see, enabled right there, and boom. Alright, there we go. We can also set I think to yeah, false as well. So I'm not exactly sure what that does, but it's still pretty awesome. And then we got these new commands, which are the scoreboard. Now there's a lot of things you can do right here. So as you can see, there's objectives, add, objective, string, dummy, display name, string, and just a lot of things like objective lists. Let's see how that works. Yeah, I really don't know how to even use any of these commands, to be honest. But yeah, you can pretty much just play around with that. They did say that they're going to be basically coming with more scoreboard features later on in the release, so we should be seeing maybe like 1.7.0.5 or something like that. But as you can see, yeah, there's like players, then you can like do add, or there's list, operation, random, remove, reset, set, and also test. So you can do like add, and then, you know, your player name or just everyone. And yeah, it's pretty awesome that they actually added this, because I think, you know, Java Edition have this, and now we have it in Minecraft Pocket Edition. Now for the good old bug fixes, let's go ahead and read that. So the first one says they fixed several crashes that occurred during gameplay. They fixed the crash that occurred when breaking a door that many villagers were trying to open or enter. They fixed the crash that occurred when attempting to stack the Explorer maps when trading with one of the villagers. So that's a little bit weird. They fixed the crash that occurred when a trident with the channeling enchantment was shot from a dispenser and hit a mob or player during a thunderstorm. Alright, that's pretty cool. Monster spawners no longer drop as items after an explosion. Crouching on ladders will no longer stop when opening the pause menu or inventory screen. The rails are once again broken by flowing water. Okay, so apparently they couldn't do it before, but now they can. Okay, so they also say land-based mobs now play sounds underwater. Okay, fix, you know, the visual effects not appearing when using an enchanted, you know, trident with Riptide. So I don't think I'm gonna read like every single one, but I'm just gonna try my best to read like the majority of it. So mobs can no longer spawn in small gaps unless they can fit. Maybe like a little rabbit or something. They fixed several items not stacking properly in the inventory and chests when using touch input. So I'm guessing that's for, you know, kind of like iOS and Android and kind of stuff like that. Barrier blocks can no longer be destroyed by the Ender Dragon. That's a good one. So I guess you can kind of trap it, I guess, if you like kind of summon it in the barrier blocks. That would be pretty cool. Mobs can now walk through soul sands with never warts. Okay, banners now have the correct placing and breaking sounds. So just, you know, kind of like a little sound glitches and bugs there, but it is now fixed in 1.7. And yeah, so that's kind of like the majority of it. Actually, not even that. I'm scrolling down and there's so many bug fixes, it's actually insane. You know what, I'm just gonna go all the way down. Water fog is removed when the player raises their head above water level. Okay, if a pet forgets what players is their owner, it will sit down and wait for someone to interact with them, and this player becomes the new owner of the pet. The pet doesn't need to be retained with items. So, geez, there's so many bug fixes. I'll put it on the screen right now and you guys can just see that for yourself. I'll just leave a link as well so you guys can read every single bug fix, because there is way too many just for me to read. But let me just go ahead and read some of the last parts, and there's so many like desert wells in this gameplay. It's actually crazy. But anyways, they fixed the crash that occurred when going to any piece of DLC on Windows Phone. That's good. A crash which was detected, message after relaunching provides a little more information about the cause. So they fixed the crash that occurred when a player traveled through a never or end portal. Horses in the same boat as you no longer get hit when targeted by blocks in front of you. And also you can again drop items while in a boat. They fixed the crash that occurred when loading the settings screen right after loading a resource pack. And let me read one more, guys, and it says cursor D-pad import no longer gets stuck in inventory UI or the pause menu. So that's not even half of the bug fixes, guys, but yeah, that's pretty much it for like all of the scoreboard kind of stuff. I mean, you guys saw it for yourself. I really don't know how to kind of work around it. Like, I feel like I'm doing something wrong. I meant to put some kind of value there. I'll definitely get better at using the scoreboard, but you guys can go ahead, play around with that. If you are on, you know, Android or Windows 10 or Xbox, you can try the beta. If you're on iOS, you just can't, okay? You have to wait until 1.7 is officially released. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, slap a like, turn on notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. See ya.